Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we are going over a Minecraft movie playset of a well-crafted escape featuring Henry, Garrett, and a piglin warrior from Mojang Studios and Mattel. Before we begin, leave a like, hit subscribe, and comment below your favorite figure in this review. It really helps out the channel. Now let's get to it. Here is the box for the A Minecraft Movie, a well-crafted escape by Mojang and Mattel. 6+ over here, 7 pieces over there, looking great in the packaging. We have Garrett, Henry, a piglin warrior, as well as a blunderbuss item, some Elistra wings, and an axe over here. And this balcony looks amazing as a playset. On the bottom, we get a barcode as well as all the legalese you'll ever need. And on the side of the box, you get the side of the balcony. And on the other side, you get, you guessed it, the other side of the balcony. They at least did printing for the top. That's a good detail on this. And I can't wait to open this set. Let's get it open and find out what's inside. And very sadly, very unfortunately, opening up this playset makes it so you can't use this as a diorama with the backdrop. It really sucks. I actually saw a playset in the store a few months ago from the recording of this video without this plastic bubble. It could have been done, but sadly they had to put this here so people wouldn't steal the figures. And putting a figure up here? Yeah, that could have been awesome, but let's take a look at all these guys, shall we? Having not seen the movie yet, the face sculpt looks alright, pretty human there. The eyes are kind of weird though. The hair is the best part about this. It looks really nice. Also, the molding is great for that too. And the articulation's pretty swell. You get to swivel all the way around over here as well as up and down a little bit with a tiny bit of pivot. It's actually pretty okay. The body, or should I say the sweater, is done really well. It has all the hallmarks of what a sweater should have. The ruffles, the little straps over here, the pocket. It's all well and good. And going around to the Elistra wings, or Elistra wings at least, they look fine. They have a little bit of, like, texture to them on the inside that's pretty nice to see for both wings. And the backpack portion looks pretty cool. Very dragonfly-like. I think that's what they're going for. You can even probably hold it by this and fly the character. That's pretty neat you can do. But wanting to take these off to show the figure off better, you just gotta move this back, and you can probably outfit other characters with these wings as well. Maybe get multiple sets, who knows? And I love the color on them. It looks wonderful. It's like a minty, fresh, almost like Listerine strips. Now I want to eat this. Great. But we have metal in here, and that looks pretty cool, and it's nicely done, I gotta say. And without the wings, the articulation goes up and then down and all the way around. You get to swivel over here with up this far and then down this far, and then nothing for the wrist. The articulation should be the same, by the way. It'd just be hindered going back a little bit, but it's fine. The jeans and shoes, once again, best part of the figure, I think, for this. The shoes are amazingly done, and the jeans have a great texture to them. They did a great job with these figures, and even there's pockets in the back. That's great. And you can get the jeans out this far really nicely in, and then up pretty far, back not really that far. All the way back is pretty okay. You get a swivel, not really up here, a swivel down here, and that's pretty much it, but it's good. He comes with this blunderbuss type weapon that looks really cool. I'm not sure what it does, but it sure packs a punch, I guess. It's pretty big and looks pretty cool, almost like an old record player. I love it. It fits pretty well in his hand, has a great square motif to the front at least, and it's super solid around all sides. A really cool weapon for, I guess, a cool kid. For a movie as creative as Minecraft, you would think they would come up with a better name than Garrett Garrison for this character played by Jason Momoa, but nope, it's just there. But that all being said, this is about the figure, not the character, and the likeness for this figure is really well done. I can tell it's Jason Momoa right off the bat. It's nice. He has a little scar over his eyebrow over here. I like the sort of stubble within the beard. That's pretty neat. And the hair has some really nicely done, at least, fade to it. It's all well and good. And the articulation's pretty solid here, going left as well as right. You can kind of get all the way around. The hair's gonna really take a little doozy of a thing. Gonna move that back and push it back, and yeah, it's all pretty good. Up and down, left and right, a little bit of pivot. It's great. He comes with the same wings and the same sculpt and everything, but this one's really loosey-goosey over here. That's kind of a bummer, but it does look really nice on him and kind of adds to the weird 80s vibe of his suit. Yeah, it's interesting. And pulling this thing off in one swift motion, we get to take a look at this cool lion tiger man. Oh my God, what is that? That's pretty funny, actually. Really weird and a great detail they put on the figure. The pink coat is pretty nice, down to little sort of tassels down here. This is definitely 80s, very Native American inspired. I would think it's actually really cool and a great detail to put on this figure. His hands are gloved and look really nice, and the shirt is kind of a cream color with that red on the top. They really put a lot of effort into this figure. I'm super surprised. Well done, Mattel. The jacket is an overlay, and it doesn't really hinder anything going around and up, and then you get a swivel over here as well as up this far, and nothing for the hand once again, and nothing really for the waist. This is actually really great, though. The detail is great. The shoes are awesome on this. I don't know what they are, but they remind me of the Back to the Future shoes. It's pretty cool, as well as these rips in his jeans are fair, but they could have been sculpted. I don't know. It would have been nice. Going around to the back, there isn't really anything on the back. Honestly, this is kind of a step down from the Henry figure. I know it's a lot of great sculpt, but the paint and the extra care and detail would have been great on this figure, these being major offenders. And you do get out really far, and then in, and then up pretty okay, then back. It does, like, snap and want to move back in the original position when you move it. It kind of sucks. You do get up this far on the knee, but not really that much. It kind of wants to kick back again, too. You can just swivel over here, a little bit of swivel up here, and maybe a swivel down here. I think I'm breaking it, though. It's kind of coming apart. It's not designed to be that way, but you can kind of swivel what you want to at your own risk. And while he doesn't come with any accessories, I feel like he'd be a pretty good archer guy with this bow over here, but I think he goes really nicely with this big leg of pig, so that's pretty cool. And he also can hold these two things pretty well. I forgot what they're called, though. Let me know what these are called in the comments below. Natalie and Steve can also equip the wings themselves, and Garrett can hold the blunderbuss weapon nicely. It all works out switching these between characters. It's great. Henry stands at about 3 to 3 1/4 inches tall or so, and Garrett stands at about 4 inches tall or so, and the wings themselves stand at about, I would say, 2 1/4 inches tall, 2.5 inches tall. With the wingspan, having to move these really far back is about, I would say, 4 3/4 inches tall or so. Next to Jack Specific 4-inch Mario and Sonic, Jack Specific 2.5-inch Mario and Classic Sonic, Jada Toys Mega Man and Nendoroid Miles Tails Prower, the Figma Metroid Dread Samus Aran and the Jazzwares Pikachu, the Jack Specific Moo Shadow the Hedgehog and the SH Figuarts Pac-Man. Here they are next to Jack Black Steve and Natalie, completing the quartet of characters. So far, there's one more human character that hasn't been released yet. I hope they get the whole human cast here. Here they are next to a creeper and a skeleton, pretty much in scale. And here they are next to a spider and Dennis. But these humans will have to fight a true warrior right after this. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and hit the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. Aside from Jack Black Steve, this is the figure I was most interested in, and I think it's going to pay off in a great way. I love the pitting and scars on the helmet. This has been years of battle. The wrinkles around the ears are great, and the face is pure good. The golden eyes, the gold on the top of the helmet, as well as these sort of gunmetal spikes on it is great, and the tusks are awesome too, and that piggy nose could use a bit of something in there, but I think there already is. It's pretty good. And the articulation is really nice too. You get some swivel as well, left and right. Nothing really up and down that much, but it's just enough. It makes the figure work out pretty well. A good head sculpt. I like it a lot. The body is kind of Jabba the Hutt-like, very fat and big, a lot of rolls of fat over here. I like this necklace. It's really cool and ancient, almost Aztec-like, with like gold bars everywhere and super nicely done. The pitting and scratches on the leather are great too. The arms are thick and burly, but not without their action figure plastic drawbacks. I do like how the gold is on here too, as well as the brown leather separated from the metal over here, as well as the hands. It's all well and good. I love how this all looks. I mean, look at those like claws on there. It's great. The back even has some musculature that looks really awesome over here. The contours are really great as well, and I think this is kind of, oh no, it's a chain. I thought it was actually bad paint. Never mind. This is pretty awesome. Wow, it's a rope going to a chain. That's really neat. Great differentiation between the arms. It's awesome. And the articulation is pretty okay. Nothing really for the waist, sadly. There should be, though. You can up this far and down and all the way around. No real, like, butterfly joint or anything, but you can do the same on the other side, but mirrored, and it works really well. Nothing for the wrists either, but they look intimidating. Punch! And I love this sort of loincloth thing going down over here. This skull doesn't look that quite similar to the skeletons. It's also a little bigger than that, but looks kind of creepy, though, and kind of derpy in a way. The chains going around it are really nicely molded, as well as the sort of loincloth portion. Thank goodness it hides whatever's under there, but I really love how this looks. The pitting on the leather is still great on all sides. It's really well done and intricate. And the legs are awesome too. I love how they look. The wrinkles everywhere, as well as little hooves on the bottom. The knees are really knobby and just really fleshy and saggy. It's really ugly in a brilliant way. Super well done. And we do get out kind of okay. All the way out, moving it out, pulling and struggling. Yeah, this is as far as you can get. Really good on that one. You gotta shove that back in there. And then for the up, you get this far kinda back. Not really that great. A little to the side, though. It's interesting enough. You get a little tiny twist over here, and then no pegals on the feet, which would have been great, but this figure can stand up well on its own, and yeah, underneath, it's just brown. Thank goodness the loincloth carries through. And what would a Piglin warrior be without his axe, you say? Actually pretty lame, but still pretty cool. I do like how it fits in here. There's a stopper on the bottom to keep it from falling out. It's a nice piece. But getting even closer, the wood looks really nice. There's actual wood grain on here. That's really cool. Looks very good. And the metal used to make this is nice as well, all pixelated and just really cool. It is pretty short of a handle, though you can't really remedy that, and taking it off is kind of a pain. Just pulling it, you have to yank it out there and then shove it back in. It's very hard to work out sometimes, but at least it's rubbery so it won't break. And while we see that this Piglin warrior can hold all of the items that we've seen previously in the world of Minecraft movie figures from Mojang and Mattel, this begs the question, how hungry is he? The Piglin warrior stands at about 5 to 5 1/4 inches tall or so, next to the Jakks Pacific 4-inch Mario and Sonic, the Jakks Pacific 2.5-inch Mario and Classic Sonic, the Jada Toys Mega Man and the Nendoroid Miles Tails Prower, the Jakks Pacific Movie Shadow the Hedgehog and the SH Figuarts Pac-Man, the Figma Metroid Dread Samus Aran and the Jazzwares Pikachu, the Hasbro Marvel Legends Animated Series Spider-Man and the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes, Jack Black Steve, Natalie, Garrett, and Henry, a creeper and a spider, and Dennis and a skeleton. Overall, a well-crafted playset. Henry is a pretty okay figure. If you want a small human for your action figure collection, sure, but there are plenty better than this one, honestly. Garrett is a really nice figure if you want a Jason Momoa for your collection. I guess I do. It's actually a pretty fun figure and a nice tribute to the 80s and retro style, so I'll take it. It's pretty cool. The weapon and the wings are nice as well. They're good for your figures, but I noticed there are two different sizes for them, one for sort of kids and one for sort of adults, so yeah, pick and choose wisely, maybe get a second set to outfit the other characters. But for me, the star of this playset is the Piglin warrior. Everything about him is really awesome. I love the articulation, the paint, the sculpt, it's all there. If there were a few more points such as knees and maybe a little better posing, this would be one of the best figures in the entire Minecraft line. So if you're a fan of the Minecraft movie, Jason Momoa, or giant pigs, then you'll love this set. It's actually really great. I would highly recommend getting this, honestly. It gives you a huge boss battle of a pig. I love boss battles. And some nice figures as well with really good accessories. But make no mistake, when you get this set, you'll party like it's the 1980s. So which figure here is your favorite? Henry, Garrett, or the Piglin warrior? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com for more reviews like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.